I was gonna make you move before I did it, but noises.
Noises.
All right. Hello and welcome to whatever we are.
Tuesday Night Travelers.
Tuesday Night Travelers.
We
Tuesday Night
upgraded.
Trouble.
No,
We'll figure it out still.
Tuesday
I was
Night.
going actually from
I couldn't remember if I just said Tuesday Night Travelers in the thing.
Tuesday Night Troublemakers.
But I kind of like troublemakers too. We'll figure it out.
We make trouble.
We don't know yet.
Well, Mackenzie makes trouble.
What did I do to make trouble?
You threatened people through a tube. You don't even know where the tube goes, and you're like, I'm gonna kill you. That sounds like making trouble.
You know what?
I'm pretty sure.
Mackenzie, do a history check. Let's just start.
If you remember doing
If
that.
you remember, no, you remember doing
I'm
it.
doing it. What am I doing in history?
Turn forward.
For seeing if you remember where the tubes went.
Timely, I don't know.
I know you don't know because it's been a year out of character.
It's been a. We did this last.
No, but what you know where they go. I just want to see if you remember where they go.
I know where they go.
You know where they go. You, Mackenzie, know where these go.
Now I'm super confused because I don't remember, like.
I know. Did you do a history check?
Yeah.
What was it?
Hold on. 12.
Okay. Nope.
Ha!
You would
Well,
not
you
remember
would
where
too.
they go.
Oh wait.
That was from school, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Make that a 17. I'll
Oh.
use my
Flash of genius.
my
Flash of genius. Okay.
What
So
was I
your
not-
flash of genius and Roz remembering tells you that these actually go to the headmaster of the school that you graduated from. That you just threatened.
I sent the voice over the intercom in my message. Like I was like.
No, you said here.
Did I have that? I thought I mentioned the voice.
Muriel is dead. If you are a friend, you are next. Is exactly what you wrote down.
Oh, they're afraid of
I don't remember that.
I do.
I wrote
I
that
don't
down.
remember. I remember I threatened them. I couldn't remember my exact wording.
That's awesome.
Well, hopefully they're not friends.
Mhm.
So,
Muriel.
you wrote Muriel?
What?
Muriel is dead. Yeah.
I was hoping it would go to.
Which one was Muriel?
Muriel's the big skeleton that you.
Wait.
Or not big skeleton, scorpion.
The voice that we hear over the intercom, thinking back, is that the same voice as the headmaster?
Ooh, good idea. Do a
Another
nature check or history. I'll do either one.
How did we know
Hey!
Muriel's
22.
name?
There was a letter out of the tube that said something about going to the college to speak.
22.
I can tell you exactly what it said. Good. Not at all.
Well,
The
but I
headmaster was definitely a male voice, and the voice over the intercom is definitely female.
I don't think he read that out loud. Or that your character did.
What,
That note or whatever where you got Muriel's name. Or
Yeah,
was
but I
brought
remember.
there.
I remember we've talked about this because you were like, "That's what my card says," and somebody
Yeah.
said it out loud, so you know.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I couldn't
I know
recall
it's
if
been.
I had
I
brought
know it's
that
been a
up.
month, but
And that's what I was trying to get
Yeah.
at is
I also think
when I said something.
bi-weekly games hard when you miss a week. Then
I
it's
know
like,
that it's a whole month later. Okay. Yeah. The note said. It didn't say specifically in here, so we're gonna just pretend like it's exactly the same thing I said before. It's dear Muriel, please become a guest lecturer. And I await your reply, and then it's the headmaster's signature.
That was the scorpion.
The Scorpion Man was Muriel.
Whoa.
The headmaster is not Muriel. The headmaster,
No,
I know we need to
yeah.
remind ourselves here, is actually magically cloaked to look like Hallister the Mad Mage, yeah. But you saw right through it because of Tyriel Eye, so.
Yeah, she let us know.
Yep. And then you talked to some of the students, and most of them kind of knew too. It wasn't like a big secret. It's just
I didn't sign my name on. You wrote what I wrote down.
I wrote
didn't sign my
it.
name.
You did not sign your
Okay,
name.
good. No, you're trying to get back to me.
Yep. And then I will remind you at this point. So, in the room you're in, or no, somewhere near. In the room you're in, there's a mirror gate. That I believe you identified as going to level 6. You also have a hole in the ceiling somewhere. I can't find it in my book, but I know there's a hole in the ceiling somewhere that went up to a couple different rooms. And there's this passageway does extend here.
Yeah.
I extended it to go down to the next level if you wish.
I think that's what we were contemplating at the end.
Yeah.
And we're figuring how long we need to wait till we can take another break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we ended with a couple doors up.
Yeah. That's your options. You do feel not necessarily like safe, but you feel like
Not immediate danger.
yeah, you feel like you're far enough away from where danger has been that it might be okay to nap here. Unless you pissed off the head honcho a little bit.
Yeah, we don't know. Is that the tube there?
Mm-hmm.
It's starting to come back. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling a little out of tricks.
I am not at my highest capacity, that is for certain, but certainly not.
Sometimes I forget where your voice is.
Yeah.
Certainly not completely tapped out as it became necessary to flee at a moment's notice.
Have we taken a rest after killing Muriel?
No.
No. We're just continued to roam because we obviously couldn't rest in there.
Right.
That's
All
where
the
the
spiders
hole
that
in
you
the
kept on
ceiling
touching.
was. I only touched one. They touched me.
There we go.
I feel like you probably did this as you touched
All
it.
right, I might have. Without all the noise, though.
I don't know.
I don't recall
You don't recall
making
all of it, so.
noises.
I think that anybody who says that they wouldn't make noises if they were suddenly bitten by literally dozens of spiders is a liar.
Well, I have a pet spider,
Kinsey might
so
not.
I'm not completely afraid of them.
Roll for fear of spiders.
Damn, that would suck. Be familiar,
All of a
please.
sudden, yeah.
You can change his form, right? That's how that
You
works.
just get this creepy crawling.
Yeah, but you have to like
That's it.
do some stuff, yeah.
So do we want to take a short rest or an extended rest?
It kind of is.
Um,
Well, we did do a short rest at some point because I'm feeling good.
I
I
used
just
my.
don't have too many tricks left in me.
I think there just wasn't very much time that had passed. If you really want to,
Yeah.
you can just sit and twiddle your thumbs and then take a sleep, and then we'll just call it good. I don't really care enough to like.
Take a 20 sleep.
Yeah, take a 24-hour sleep, come back fully rested.
Yeah, from what I recall, we had slept really close to the last point
Yeah.
Yeah,
where
because there wasn't a lot of energy left. So you just took a nap, and then
We want to
yeah.
cautiously explore into the next level and find somewhere to rest. How are you guys?
I am certainly capable of pressing on.
Other than only having 4 level 1 spell slots left, I'm doing fairly well, actually.
Okay.
Considering I sat outside combat and just casted spells. I did use my spell storing a ring thingy item. That's how you guys got healed up. They used several charges on it to heal you guys.
I'm actually pretty good as far as levels go.
Healing.
We can keep going.
I'm okay with keeping going for now, for a little bit. See what we find. We can just be cautious.
Always err on the side of caution.
Yes, I agree.
Cautious down.
Were we planning on going through the homes going, or were we planning on going? Because we had mentioned something about hauling the manacled skeleton through there using a rope on the manacles.
We did talk about that. To bring him along.
The other option was to try and sneak past the drow somehow, because I think we've
That
explored
didn't
the
seem
rest of
likely.
all of these. The only other thing we could go through was up, correct?
Up or
Okay,
down.
so-
Or
From
the-
this.
So from right here, up, down, or mirror gate to level 6.
Gotcha.
We have the down. Yeah, we can just take the stairs
Or
down if we
go
want.
through all that big pile of drow and troglodytes.
I do not believe that we are in a position to enforce that interaction as we see fit. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're wrong. I mean,
I stand corrected. Let's go.
I mean, if we have another way to
we're
get
talking
down
about up.
without trying to get past an army, then let's just take that way down.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Go down there and see what we can find.
So was there a door in the gap thing?
It's the
Just
hall,
open.
I think,
Yeah,
just
it's open.
continues.
So where does that lead?
Down.
That leads down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a hole in the ceiling somewhere in the area. I can't
It
specifically
was
remember where.
above the altar where the
It
mage
was
is.
very near the altar, yes.
Yeah. So that's one option. There's a mirror gate to 6, which you remember is the dark level for those of you who have been there.
Oh, that's right.
Or down to 11.
Dark level was not fun.
That's my favorite.
When you say dark, what do you mean?
It was just dark, and no magical light seemed to work, I believe, wasn't it? We had to have torches.
There was hooded lanterns.
Yeah, there were lanterns we had to carry. It was the only light source we had.
And there was a stalker.
Oh yeah, and something following us. And somehow we
Visible.
evaded.
In the dark,
Mm-hmm.
just in case. Those new Tasha features would have been pretty handy because there's a fighting style called blind sense, or blind fighting that gives you 10-foot blind sense. So it would have just been like, oh, there's something here. Whap! So I think that we're going through the not secret hole in the wall.
Yes.
Secret.
Hole in the wall.
Oh.
Found the secret.
Alright.
But definitely not a secret.
There goes my prep for the other part. That's okay.
There's a hole in the wall.
That's how it always works.
I know. Well, I know you probably don't remember, but a month ago I was like, "Which way are you gonna go?" And you were like, "Probably up the hole in the ceiling." And I was like, "Great, I'll prep that."
I think we were, weren't
It's fine. I know.
Because, yeah, you
Since
were
when
talking
do
about
players
that.
ever go the way
I
they
know,
did?
especially a
skeleton.
month after I
We
asked.
have a
Right.
skeleton
We still
with
have
us.
it with us, yep.
Yep. I named
So
him
we-
Cass.
Nice.
Ah, I like it.
He's got a whole backstory if you really want to keep trying to talk to him, but Jason's in here, so probably not this time.
We didn't have any way to communicate, right?
No, but he was starting to like point at words or whatever. It was just confusing. But I was just in case something's happening. You know.
You're not centered.
I'll fix it. I need to put my book down.
Centered.
Okay.
Mushrooms?
Mushroom. Alright, you walk down the stairs for quite a while.
Turn,
Huh?
apparently?
What?
Does the path turn or something?
Yeah, it definitely does. Yeah,
It
you come.
winds.
It's kind of windy. You definitely feel like you're going down. You can tell
going
that's
north.
the thing. Yeah, it does a U-turn.
Came out south. Gotcha.
Yeah. Into a Zerkwood 4. Oh no, sorry. Not Zerkwood. These are 20-foot high caverns filled with stalactites, stalagmites, and other rock formations,
Wow.
giving the area the appearance of a dense forest of stone.
Oh.
Excuse me, DM.
Yes?
Do you need to finish
There's a
something?
little bit more of the description, but if you have a question about that.
Monroe was an experienced adventurer
Yes?
and would know to be on the lookout for things that like to look like those things, such as ropers.
We
Sure.
found them too.
Why don't you go ahead and do a investigation, because you're specifically investigating for ropers.
No, I'm pretty sure that one is a stalagmite.
I have
I think that's advantage.
Yeah.
moper parts actually in my bag.
It did not happen.
Okay, but in that process,
That is a 23.
oh, great. You don't
Alright.
currently see any ropers or things that look like stalagmites but are false. But you do see that within this cave, 10 of the stalagmites have been twisted so that way they actually look kind of like the Mad Mage. An old wizard in a robe covered with lidless eyes and his visage frozen in a mad scream. There's also a glowing rune floating above each stalagmite.
Oh.
And I have not placed you in any specific, like, I'm not like, and they blow up! Or something. I wasn't like, haha! But,
But just
Two
coincidence.
characters.
Ta-da!
All these are the fucking one of those runes called. There's a spell that makes those trap runes.
Yeah. I know what you're
Something protection, something or other. I've never used it because it's like 100 or 1,000 GP worth of gems every time or some stupid crap.
That's crazy.
Are the runes in a language that we can speak, or are they arcane in nature?
They are arcane in nature.
Can I try to decipher what they might mean?
I suppose.
One being an arcane person too. Can I assist him?
Sure.
That time it helped. Because it went from a
That one.
21 to a 29 for Arcana.
Nice.
Either way, you were good.
Probably, I mean, the 21 is a maybe.
Um,
And also the DM can give us as little or as much as they
Yeah.
decide.
so the DC 15 intelligence check tells you that these are from the School of Transmutation. You recognize the coloring and the.
Is it only over the ones that are transformed?
No. Any stalagmite. So we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4. That's close to the number. No, we'll say that the ones that are like connected became the Mad Mage, and then the ones that are just up with like a break between it has the rune.
Now, if I had to guess, I'd say that the rune is there to create the image as the minerals coalesce into this particular shape.
When the one touches the other.
It starts to become this visage that you see here of this
The ones with the
clearly
dots are
deranged
those.
individual.
I think
On the map?
the dots are sure.
The
One's
joined
probably
ones.
stalagmites and one's
Sure,
probably
yeah.
stalagmites
Oh, yeah.
and one's probably stalactites.
Maybe. But also there's 10, you can't see them all, but there's 10 of the popcorn looking ones. So let's say those are the Mad Mage ones.
Okay.
And let's say the ones with dots are the ones with runes. Let's just say that.
Ah,
I'm just
yeah.
gonna, it doesn't tell me, but that's what it is now.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thunderbar.
Now, I don't believe that we are in any current danger from those in particular, but I am willing to be incorrect.
Just
Like
be
you
cautious.
think like touching the stalagmite is fine? What are you trying to say?
I wouldn't personally touch any of them, but
The one that we're closest to that is done up as the mage.
Yep.
Want to check it out.
Sure. Why don't you go ahead and roll an investigation check?
That would be not as high as it could be.
Reliable.
14. Oh, no. 15. Oh, no. I guess 19. Reliable, yeah.
thank you.
Forgot about that skill. 19.
I have nothing to give you. You worked really
Okay.
hard for that though, and I'm so sorry.
No. I only gave you 3 numbers.
I know.
I wanna go up to one of the stalagmites. Go up, right? Or
Yeah, because they reached with all their might to the ceiling, and
And
stalactites
stalactites
hold
hold on
tight
with that,
to
yeah.
the top.
I was
Oh,
just
wait,
saying
so
that they
they-
might touch
they
the ceiling,
might
and
reach
they're
the
hanging out
ceiling.
and they're being all tight.
That
Yeah.
works too. This is your science lesson for the day, kids.
It's actually the ones that you said it. I remember.
I don't
It's
recommend
like
kids watch this.
Yeah, also go to bed.
Yeah.
This isn't just live stream. We do put it up as a video later, so
Okay, it's not
they
live
can
stream
see
at
it.
all, so.
Right.
Well,
Or go to school if it's
I'll go
3
up
a.m.
to one of the ones that's not Hallister but
Not
has a
3 a.m.
ruin over it,
Okay,
and like touch it.
okay.
And like investigate it.
Mhm,
The stalagmites.
Are you just investigating?
Um,
Or are
like,
you
200.
detecting magic?
um,
Or are you just seeing what happens when you touch it?
I'm gonna touch the stalagmite.
Okay,
And like I'm kind of feeling around.
great.
Just feels like a normal
Feels like a
stalagmite.
normal stalagmite.
Okay. Can I touch the ruin?
You can try.
How high is it?
The one that you're by hasn't grown very much, so you can touch it.
The
We'll say.
ruin I can touch?
Yeah.
Can I like if I wave my hand through it, is the ruin like physical? Is it-
The rune is magical and does not seem to be affected by your hand.
okay.
But it's
Now you
bad.
will slowly turn into that man.
Yeah.
Not upon you. You are cursed.
I'm just kind of edging along the
I
wall.
will.
Okay.
I'll take the time. No, I won't take the time. I'll just cast it. I'll cast Detect Magic while we're in here. I have it going for 10 minutes.
Okay. This rune poses no danger to you, but it will cause weird permanent transformations onto any troll that lingers in the area.
It would be funny if Troll was an actual player race.
I know. I was like, do you consider yourself to be a troll? Because then it would hurt you.
An internet troll.
Ah!
Oh,
You tell us this.
Did you cast Identify or Detect Magic?
Detect Magic.
Ah,
I
Oh,
might not get all that.
sorry, you wouldn't have gotten all that info.
Just
Transmutation.
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 That's all you
Never
know.
mind.
I'm sorry.
Question.
I mixed up.
I just remember we already
detect
see
with
some
identify.
ruins as we walk. I got 10 minutes. I can try to pick up
Okay.
what else might be going on.
Walking cautiously down the middle of the room.
Great.
I'm gonna be over here
On the wall.
on the wall.
Where would Monroe like to be?
Closer to the other side.
This side? Or down here?
No, so like halfway between the north wall and the group.
Right there.
As you continue through the stone forest, you notice a path going kind of northeast. Yeah, left, right, and straight. Yeah, exactly. You see more of the stones to your left, but not as much on the paths the other way. You're in like a kidney.
Listen and see if I can hear any noises.
Seriously, I feel like we took the magic school bus and ended up somewhere.
Okay, you're listening. Got it. Are we still proceeding cautiously just in case something bad happens?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What is
Let's do
caution?
general stealth.
Oh.
23 for
Okay.
perception.
Okay,
Hear
and you're just
anything?
listening.
Just to see if I can hear any noises outside of us.
Okay.
Well, I hope I just filled my one quota for the night.
I almost did, and then I whacked it, and like it was like caught, and so it had
Did
a
you
chance
get
to go
two?
one way or the other.
This was between a 19 and a 1.
You okay, Rachel?
Yes.
Your audio is really bad.
Sorry.
You hear some fluttering wings. And, oh wait, would you hear that? Yeah, from your left. And you hear, yeah, Rachel, can you, like, unplug, replug your microphone?
Sounds like you're in the car
It
with the
does.
windows down.
Yeah.
Windy.
And some grunting.
I wrote double
On the
natural
left
ones
as well?
disadvantage.
No, from the straight. From the straight ahead.
Did you want to hear those numbers from us?
I did want to hear your numbers. Are they worthy? 3!
9.
9!
24.
Okay, Rachel.
What is the minimum you can get on style?
Not.
It's like a
21.
button.
It's like, yeah, it's like 19 or some bullshit.
Rachel, Joel?
Well, I asked her to unplug her microphone, so maybe now I will get nothing from her.
Ever again.
She's still here, though. Can you?
Did that help?
Yes.
Okay.
And then what was your stealth?
My stealth was 23.
Great. We
Somewhere in
balance
the
out to about 10.
What?
No, a little higher. I know. All right.
Clank, clank, clank.
I know. Can't
I
do that
will
helping your case.
let them know quietly.
Okay.
I hear some noises from the left. Sounds like flapping of wings or fluttering or something, and some grunting from the other direction. What would we like to check out?
Oh, and the sounds of battle to the right.
Oh.
And battle.
You would have heard that.
Yeah.
I was gonna let you get closer first, but it's yeah. You're
To
close
battle.
enough.
That sounds good to me.
To the battle.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Battle. What do you guys think?
Somebody could be in danger. You need help them.
True. Dio and
Battle then?
Cass.
Cass is the skeleton.
Oh yeah, you said that.
Dio is James. We'll put him on skeleton duty.
Which
and
way?
then-
To the
Right. So down.
Oh, actually to the battle. Okay, great.
down and to the right.
Yeah, towards the battle. So this way.
This
To our right.
to
Yeah.
our stage right or right? This
Uh,
way is the battle.
Yeah.
We're ready for battle.
Prepared for battle.
Battle with the skeeter.
Don't hit Grace with it.
I've yet to hit Grace with one of these.
I'm still scared.
I don't know what happened to
You're
this.
very threatening.
Have you accidentally hit yourself?
No.
I found it.
Don't hit me with it either.
I lost it.
I see that.
I'm blind after a certain distance. Anyways,
Move.
there's a very long tunnel that you can continue down. The battle gets louder, and ironically, the sound of grunting also gets louder.
Battle grunts.
Taka waka.
So we're getting closer to both.
Mm-hmm.
I think I intimidated them.
All right. You hear
I assume you're saying like practically that far back, Monroe.
we shouldn't.
I want to make it so that I can see around corners.
Yeah.
That's all. Like, that's my go-to. Is like being able to see what's happening.
I'm gonna just assume that Dio's with you, but I don't want him to get stuck in this
It's-
room, so I'm just gonna put him. He just exists.
Right.
It's fine. I can do a squeaky voice if you want. My name's Diaz. I'm Dio. This is my skeleton cast and mistake. It's the name I don't remember.
And
Hang on. That's right.
Why would you use
Oh
a
my
pan?
god, is that what we sound like from here?
Yeah.
this is our first time.
Yep.
That's
This is
right.
our first time not. Well, being here when everybody else is not here. And
That has been pretty close to what Coraline has been.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm good at PC voice or NPC voices, just not PC voices. Sorry.
Because they're trying to mimic somebody else, or the piece is, you know.
It's just because I'm bad at mimicking other people.
Yeah. Whereas an
But when I
NPC
make up my own, I can be like, that's what they sound like. It's fine. But when you're like, that's not what they sound like, then I feel weird. Okay.
For whatever voice you want, it's fine.
Thank
That'd be
you.
great.
we just pretended it was Tierline.
Yep.
You're
I
great.
did know how to use your voice box and was talking through you.
I do not know how to make the human noises.
No, that'll be Mackenzie when I'm not here.
I do not know how to make.
Imagine that would be Mackenzie when I'm not here. Use the robot
just-
voice.
Or just come up with a Tyrion voice, and then that's it. That works.
Until we rid the world of Tierline. We already know Monroe's plotting it. He does not like Tierline.
No comment.
My map usually includes all of the people on here.
not give yourself DM abilities.
Well, no. It does. It's usually pre-populated with all of the tokens, so maybe I did the wrong. I am the DM.
It might be a setting.
Yeah. So
Maybe
we'll
just a
have to deal with
checkbox
that.
somewhere. that
Yeah,
you'll find.
exactly. So you, as you you can't quite see, but I'll give you more of the area at least. And then I'll have to, if we actually engage in anything, I'll actually have to get the tokens to exist on this page. That was wrong. There you go.
Where the noise is coming from.
Well, yeah, if you take a second to pause and listen and be quiet, not move anywhere. The how did I say, grumbling noises?
You said grunting.
Grunting noises are coming from your left, a little bit more
Right.
up. And the sounds of battle are very, very loud now, coming from, like, if you curve around, it will be straight, like, follow the main artery, I guess.
Yeah. Well, came this way for the fighting. Let's continue that way, I guess. We're fighting.
Great, towards the fighting. As you start to walk into that,
Such enthusiasm.
I'm scared for you because you haven't slept yet. As you walk into that kind of hallway, I'm gonna say Bra goes first because you're the quiet one. You usually do. You look to your left,
Yeah.
and you can clearly see a troll eating back to you.
Where down? Oh, to my left at the moment.
Up
Like
hill.
way up there.
Yeah, so I'll give you the little. So in this little area, usually there's like a token. Eating back to you, and whenever. Oh wait, and it's covered with boils. That's the mutated part.
I will point that out to whoever's behind me. Is that Mackenzie?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Signal that way and, tell you to look. I'll whisper it to you. There's a troll.
Message.
Could do that. Well, we're right
Is
now,
it-
10 feet apart.
Does it look like it's gonna attack?
It doesn't look like it sees you, but it is eating something.
Oh, I thought you said it looked at him for some reason.
No, back to us.
Back to you. So you can't tell. But it seems hungry.
Yeah. Hungry. Because it's currently
Yeah. You don't know that.
But there's
correlates
still
to
battle
anything?
to the south.
There's still battle to the south.
I already used my question I asked him because I can't see it if it's turned back. So I can't respond to the message again. I was gonna tell him to continue.
Don't you have your own message? You could just like.
Pass message.
If it were-
I'm gonna be like. I'm gonna be like.
Then we'll continue on towards the battle.
Okay.
Make a performance check.
You want me to stop?
Performance? That would be a 15.
You probably get most of that across.
Insight? No.
It's the
I'm
other
not
half
the
you have to
DM.
look out for.
I just want to see if I believe them.
So I recommended to move quietly
Okay.
past the.
Let's do a stealth check.
Due to loud combat noises, are we advantage?
Nope.
So we're gonna gain our disadvantage.
Like rolling 2 ones, almost.
Fine.
Scoreline?
What's your stealth
Yes.
roll?
So,
Got my
Sorry.
minimum.
That's okay.
21.
21, great. Lowest possible.
Oh wait, hold on. I didn't roll my disadvantage.
Oh,
No, it's
still 5.
yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 16, so.
Same up.
19.
13.
Oh, Oh, those are pretty good. Okay, all right. Not
Hey,
as
hey,
good
hey,
as
Mackenzie.
not the worst. Yeah. So you continue down the path seemingly without incident. As you go down your path and you look to your right, you see more of the stone forest, but there are thick web curtains strewn between the stalactites and stalagmites. Creating a sort of maze, and you actually see some things kind of moving and squawking in the spider webs.
Moving and squawking.
Is that where the fighting is coming
Nope.
from?
The fighting is coming from this cavern.
Did that unplug?
It did, but it's fine still.
That's
Oh no, you're frozen. That's fine.
buffered.
It's like, that's not how that works.
You were just very still. Samuel got to lick up. I might have to do this. Party. Video device. It's only Rachel moving. Yep, only Rachel moving. Okay, hold on. We'll just see me for a second. And then we'll go back. Hey, movement.
That's why I was swaying for you.
Thank you. 'Cause I couldn't tell. Okay, ahead of you in the cavern, you see. I know.
Even the DM wants us to run away.
I don't want you to be here right now.
Mackenzie does.
Quickly counting, you can count 26 drow. And then if you can kind of see bigger things fighting, like in the north of the cavern, like between, like you can't see it, but there's some bigger things fighting. There's also bodies of 50 drow and 20 troglodytes littering the battlefield among pools of demon ichor.
Oh!
Where do we see what they're fighting?
Each other.
The drow are fighting each other?
Drow are fighting each other.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't specify that. It's a drow battle.
The battle between two
Yikes.
houses.
Are you staying there?
No.
Okay,
That's
are
what
we
I said.
going
Backing
backwards?
up,
Okay.
yeah.
I said
What is
Are
it?
we-
Both alike in
Are we quietly or quickly backing up?
Romeo and Juliet.
Quiet.
Two houses.
Okay.
Both alike in something or other.
Let's roll one more stealth check as a group.
Hey! Fucking A! I looked at the first number, 18. Looked at the second number,
1, which brings you to
3.
Okay. Oh, 3.
Using your little dice jam.
Rachel. Stealth check.
24.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay.
13.
Okay. They are distracted enough that you get back to your little cubbyhole of safety without incident.
But now there's the troll up here.
And
I do
oh
still
yeah,
have
how far back do you
2
go?
uses of Cone of Cold available to me, which is pretty good, but...
Do you go back to where the troll might be able to see you in the hallway, or are you going back to
Does anybody speak troll?
the
Troll language.
the stone?
So that it might understand it.
I say we convince it to go into battle with us.
I will not be partaking in a battle that has already left 50 or so casualties.
Yeah. No. Well, I'll whisper to you too, though you might have seen it if you looked on your way by, that it looks mutated anyway. It's got boils all over its body.
Do either of you
Are we staying here talking about this?
We're whispering.
No, let's...
So you're staying right here?
At the moment,
Okay.
as we try to move.
Because moving more up exposes us to the troll, moving down in that other place puts us in the webs,
Yeah.
and the other place...
I was thinking about going back to the stone forest.
All the way up.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
back
I'd
to
like
where you
to
started
try,
again.
yeah.
Okay, that makes me feel a little bit safer for you.
'Cause things happen.
Do you need
down
another
here.
stealth check to get all the way?
No, just get out there. But as you do, you hear the squawk of a chicken, and you see 2 trolls running. As you go back to the stone forest, you see them going the other direction. They're
So they're chasing something, maybe?
maybe chasing something.
Chasing cockatrice.
That'd be weird.
Head, chicken head.
I like the singular ha.
Yeah, I also have. I mean, if it turns out that we are suddenly charged by a large number of those combatants down there, I have the ability to confuse a great number of them at one given moment. So that may be useful.
I can get really, really big and snarly again.
To be fair, I don't believe that would dissuade them from not attacking you. If anything, it will make them try to kill you faster.
Do you have another use of it? Since we haven't.
Yes.
The two might be able to confuse a few things, but beyond that, I don't have much. Except stabby stab.
Should we just hold up in the corner and perform a rest?
Maybe we should explore that that most
Flappy,
northmost
That's where we
cavity.
heard some noises coming from. As we go past that other passage, you hear anything down that way?
Same things.
Here to connect.
Flappy flaps or the
Here's
grunts?
the grunts and the
Battle a
commotion
little
of
bit.
battle.
Alright. Yeah. Well, there's definitely something up this way too, but what are we gonna do?
Those creatures you were talking about, do they fly?
She's talking to Monroe.
Which creatures?
The ones you were looking out for.
The ones that stick to the ceiling.
Yes.
Not to my knowledge. They just have many sticky appendages with which they use to rope you in and devour you.
Yes,
Coraline,
I've
you fought them
too.
before.
Coraline has, yeah. Coraline and Bra fought some. There was
Okay.
a moper
I'm pretty sure
and a
Mackenzie
roper
was-
in that group. And
Moper?
some, yeah, that's what we had written down.
I'm gonna walk
and
up here
Rymek.
and look
It's
up
been
and
a
down.
while.
What? Sorry.
Look up and down.
Okay.
Maybe that
don't
was
know
a-
why.
it might have been a joke.
Yeah.
Calling it moper.
I don't remember why.
Perception? Is that what I'm doing? Or investigation?
Depends on, are you perceiving in general or are you investigating something
Just
specific?
looking up and down to see what there is.
Perception.
Perception 17.
Okay. Down and to your right, you see that it tees a little bit. Up and to your left, you see a continuation of the Forest of Stone. One of them looks a little bit different than the rest. You can go up and look if you want.
How far up is that one?
It's the one kind of in the middle with the, yeah, it's right here.
This one?
The lone polka dot one.
The polka dot that's alone and sad. Did you say part of it?
Before you decide to interact with that, I would like to attempt something. I just need to recall how I were to go about that.
Which book is that? Tasha's.
Oh, well, Tasha's. I want the new alt for the new set. So we'll have a new alt for Tasha's, a new alt for
Which
Xanathar's Guide, and the new book.
That's what I need. I would like to move within. Wait, so you said the polka dot ones are the ones that are. They look slightly different.
They're
Not
not
just
Mad
the
Mage
one.
ones.
The ones with the
Yeah.
the popcorn ones are the Mad Mage ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, okay, but here's the thing. The Mad Mage ones are only in the room you came into.
Okay, and the
this
rest
is a
of these are
different one.
just.
They're just
columns.
connected. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So would we prefer to try to destroy whatever that may or may not be, or would we like to just simply attempt to move it?
To like chase it away?
Maybe to surprise it more than anything.
But this one, you said it looks different, not that it's moving.
Correct. But if it is not just a stalactite, that it may be affected by my mental capacities.
Very interesting. Yes, I am willing to not fight.
Do you have a different course of action that you would prefer to partake in?
No, I just was gonna go check it out. That doesn't matter to me.
I will walk onto the ceiling.
Okay.
And I would like to get within 30 feet of it.
Okay.
And then I would like to attempt to psychically shove it.
Okay. It is unsuccessful.
So the top ones are Xanathar's and Tasha's, and then the bottom.
Okay.
As you get
is the new
closer, you can tell that it's a rock formation that looks like it's been kind of sawed off. And from above, you can see a lintel stone, which I actually don't know what that is, but that's okay. With some words in it.
A lentil stone.
Mm-hmm.
Define lentil stone.
Okay, Google.
Stone lentil?
Sure.
I like
A
the
load
bottom of it, right?
bearing number. It looks like a cross
Okay.
beam.
Sure, there's a
Sort of
crossbeam on it.
Anyway, yeah, I would like to attempt to move up to read the text.
Okay. What languages do you? Wait, I know what languages you know. I wrote this down, I think.
You did at some point.
Yeah, but I might not have Monroe's. I might have Thomas.
Ah, yeah.
Oh no, you do. You cannot read it
Hmm.
unless you do the thing that means you can read it.
I can. So there is some text on this, but I cannot read it at the moment.
Are you yelling back at us?
Yes.
Is it
if
safe
I
to
take
come
10
forward?
minutes, I can comprehend anything.
Sorry. Let me just hold on.
Now
You're
that
not
you said
dead or
something.
anything, but I reread the beginning of this,
Uh,
and there's just a little bit more. So it's two together.
uh,
I don't know if it's that. We'll just call it that. But there's two standing stones together, or two stalagmites together, and then the lintel stones across the top of them.
Oh, so it is a
And then you can see, yeah, it's a beam across the two. I was like, why would it say that if it's on one?
Yeah.
Across two. So we'll say you're in the right spot still, but that's specifically what we're visioning. Okay.
If you all wanted to take a peek at this real quick to see whether or not you understand it without me having to sit here for a little bit.
Yeah, how tall is it?
It's along like the side, like it's on the top of it, but not like the top, but like
Yeah.
across. The
If we
front.
come up,
You
we'd
can-
be able
yeah,
to
you
try
can
to
read
read
it.
it.
Yeah.
On that.
I'll take a look.
I'll also take a look.
Mackenzie, you read the words. Don the crystal crown. You know it to be Elvish.
Speak Elvish.
Sorry, Dwarvish. You do speak Elvish. It
I was gonna
Dwarvish.
say I don't speak Elvish.
No, I'm sorry. I read it wrong. My
Rude.
bad. In Dwarvish.
Okay, in Dwarvish, should I say that again? It says what?
Don the crystal crown.
It says, Don the Crystal Crown. Did that mean anything to anybody?
I don't know. Does it?
Are there
I
any
thought that was the
I know
same
of.
thing. Does
tales of a crown of gems?
having a Dwarvish.
Hold on, I have to figure out who's
I'm
been on
guessing.
the freaking level. You can roll a history check, but it might not get you anything. Let me just.
19.
$17.
Worse.
Drop that one on 20. History 14. All my histories with the drow.
All my time in the Thieves Guild.
On my time with the dwarves? I'm guessing it has something to do with dwarves.
Yeah. Maybe
It's
there's
written
a
in
king's
dwarves.
crown somewhere.
Okay.
I was a servant. I could have overheard things.
When you, Coraline, and
Oh, okay.
I got 17.
Mackenzie, what level did you join us on though? Were you at the dark level? Okay. Bra, were you at the dark level? You've been here since
Yeah.
the beginning. Okay.
Yeah.
So Coraline and Bra remember vaguely that when you were in the dark level, there was a series of wall murals that depicted a king.
Yeah. His life.
Yes.
Yeah, you remember he wore a crown, but you don't specifically remember seeing some sort of crown. But it was a crystal crown. He was a dwarven king.
And we didn't find. There was something that was in the box. Like we took his hand, but there wasn't anything else in there. Because it was like by the hand of the king. And so we took his hand.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Does it on that thought then? Does it look like this beam has been displaced from somewhere and put here?
It does not.
Whoa.
It looks like it
Looks
was
like
placed
it
here on
belongs
purpose.
here. Huh?
What
So
a beam
weird
like
to be
this have
so
to be
separated but related.
Is there
I
anything
just
else?
want to.
Go, Rachel.
I just want to wander around and like investigate some of these rocks and see if there's a hidden compartment.
Okay.
Like maybe it got stashed down here.
Do an investigation check.
I was gonna do too.
You and Rob can do
You
it
You
can
do
together.
it
Oh.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your investigation?
9.
Plus 9?
Yeah.
Oh, then I'll help you.
With advantage.
You have
Plus, I have
expertise
a
in that
minimum
one, right?
of a 19. Yeah. Double.
Yeah.
Such a powerful
Expertise.
ability. Like,
Expertise
I'll walk
guys
around
give
the
you
room with
double
you.
bonus.
So 22.
I can look way down here and you can look way up there.
You can also get on his shoulders and look even
If
higher.
you're looking for compartments, I already
Yeah, you know.
advantage on that.
You don't find anything. Are you the one meowing?
Yeah. He's screaming. Yeah. Because like the other ones don't do those extended meows. He's the only one.
Rocket does when he's really mad, but it's a little bit like whinier.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
sorry. You also
No,
see
I-
a pit.
I can't find
Pits.
anything wrong with it.
Now that you're in the middle. Sorry,
we
there's
checked
a
it
cat. Hey, buddy, I love you so much. Okay, bye. I'll give you.
That area over there
Give
is
you that.
depressed. Oh, that's depressed.
It's
Ooh.
depressed.
The pit.
Around this pit.
Depressed.
Where are we? This
Depressed.
is a little bit of a higher cave. It's 30 feet instead of 20 feet, which is the one you're in. You can hear water dripping. And you see a sinkhole.
A sinkhole.
Ooh.
And you hear fluttering from down in the sinkhole.
I recommend staying away from the edge of that.
Yeah.
Can I
Yes.
move to?
Yes.
So just a little, Mackenzie, a little bit north of where you just had the mouse.
whatever here.
Yep. I want to be up the wall. Nope. Too far. Up. And I want to be up. Nope. Yeah. So right there, I want to be up on the ceiling to try and look down into the hole.
Okay.
Ooh.
Do a perception check.
Neat.
Also,
'Cause-
what's your dark vision and how far does it look?
Standard dark vision, 60 feet.
Yep.
You said perception.
Mm-hmm.
15.
Do you know what a scourge is?
I imagine I would.
Probably.
Probably.
Sure.
I'm a smart person who's been on adventures.
Yeah.
These are pretty low level creatures.
And you can, so you can see that you can see the bottom of the sinkhole,
Mm.
which is fine. No, at the edge of your vision, you can see the bottom of the sinkhole because you're on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Um,
I just didn't want to be
And-
on the possibility of slipping into that.
Right. and you see some sturges down there, probably a dozen or a baker's dozen.
There are a large number of giant fleshy mosquitoes in that hole.
Okay, you can come back.
Sturge.
What's a mosquito?
It is something that would prefer to drain your blood for its sustenance.
What happens if you
Ew.
don't have blood?
Like,
I
So
don't
sad.
know that the proboscis on it will care about that.
The
What?
Hubba
they're very
It
pointy.
has a needle for a nose, and it will drive it into you and attempt to extract Your vital liquids.
Maybe we should just not be down here. Maybe we should go back up.
It seems mighty dangerous down here.
I don't know that these individuals are more dangerous than the giant scorpion man with a giant tail.
I mean, you killed him.
I don't believe that these small things are on the same level of danger as the thing that we had just faced.
Well, by themselves, no. But as a group, they can be pretty painful.
I could walk down into the bottom of the hole and make them all pop like balloons, if you would prefer. It would just be very loud.
Can I watch?
That sounds horrifying.
They might have their last meal in them, which would in fact make it a little bit disconcerting. I agree. Have you don't know what a mosquito is, so you've never seen one pop. So have you ever filled a bladder with a liquid and then thrown it at something and had it explode?
Yes.
That, except for with blood.
Ugh.
It's almost like stepping on a bug.
Yep.
There's a little bit of a crunch and then there's a lot of liquid.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
No.
I don't bother.
Can you
Can you
explain
explain
further?
Well, you see, they have a tough outer skin, and that doesn't give way very easily because it needs to be very stretchy to allow it to contain the blood.
As we watch Coraline cringe and
Right?
turn blue.
Removing the blood from your face will not assist you in removing their desire for them to drain you.
So are we staying here?
God.
Oh, I also could eliminate a number of them instantaneously with a magic missile.
Potentially.
Are
got
they
a-
noisy?
Not particularly, but without expending a lot of magical effort per se, I would be able to eliminate 3 of them.
Got some alchemist fire. Drop it on the whole group from up where you're at.
Can you turn your...
Oh. Let me consult the hidden stash.
Oh, hell no, you didn't.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Right,
Don't worry about it too much.
Maybe just turn the sound settings off because we don't need them for the computer, right?
We have to hear Rachel.
On through the computer?
Yeah, that's how we're hearing Rachel.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We can attempt to skirt this.
We can. We can give that a shot too. Tie a rope to someone and see if they can get along the edge without falling in. How easy it is, and then see if we can get around without alerting them.
The only thing I've got in here that might help is 2 potions equals question mark. So apparently there's 2 potions we never tasted. But yeah.
We're just making Grace's life a living hell.
I don't remember writing down what those questions are.
Yeah, I know. Like, where did you get them? What room were they
Just
in?
make it up, it's whatever.
I know, but I'm sure they actually are a thing. I just need to figure out when you got them.
Uh-huh.
Did you write down what they look like at all? Or did you just write down...
It wasn't my notes.
Ah.
It was the bag of holding.
Up to
That was all
unknown
it said.
potions in the bag of holding.
Oh, so will.
It said 2 potions equals question mark.
Can I see a potion?
Don't do it right now.
Oh, totally. That's.
I think this is a DM request.
I'm fully held.
I
Like,
think
I don't know what it is.
That's
Oh. I thought
need
you
to-
meant like it's
just-
gonna hurt.
I just want to check my notes to see what maybe if I wrote myself a note.
I thought that was don't do it right now. You guys are
No,
injured.
well, also that I don't know what it is, but I have no idea.
Okay.
So we'll pause on
Just
that
roll
one.
on the table.
No, I know, but I don't listen. It could be something very important, like a speak with dead or some shit that you need. I don't know.
That would have been useful already.
So useful.
Drink.
That's hilarious.
I'm just seeing if
I'm not gonna
my
drink the potion.
year
I was
ago
gonna-
self remembers what the potions were and wrote them down.
composed of 73%
I do have health potions written down, so.
goblin's blood, 2% newt feet.
Newt feet.
0.3%.
While I'm looking, are we staying here?
I would like to take out my rope and hand it to somebody, and then use my wall walking to allow, like, we want to create, because you're the one who can fly.
I can fly.
So if we give you half of the rope and I use my rope to get past the part that looks like it might be slipping down into the hole, that we can have them, we can pull it taut and they can use that to make sure they're safe.
Why don't we just go around?
No, that's what I'm saying, is the dots around the edge of the hole make it look like they would give way and make more sinking of hole.
Yeah, it doesn't seem unstable on the edges.
I'll like be prepared to like fly, but I'll walk along that area to see if it's safe. Because if it crumbles in,
To be fair, I could stand on the wall like this, and then just like reach down and touch it on the edges.
yeah, but you might need to put weight on it.
feeling?
Whereas
I can press. You can push on things with
If
your
you
arms.
listen,
push-ups.
if you step on it and it caves in, it's gonna alert them. And it's gonna be a fight.
I think Monroe said that if we alerted them, it wasn't really a big deal because you can make them pop.
I can make 3 of them pop.
I mean, I can also cast something that would make them pop. It just would make a lot of
15.
noise.
That's what I have Thunder Wave. I can bang.
Same here. I got Thunder Wave.
We all do, all 3 of us.
Yep.
It would just be this really loud boom.
Color spray.
I mean, we can do a rope across. I just worry that somebody like if you're trying to like take a rope across the hole.
I walk on the wall.
But for the other people.
Yeah, then they just stick.
He's talking about someone stay
Oh,
over
like
here and someone
a guy,
over there
okay.
and put a rope along the wall, basically. And
Got
hold
it.
on
I
so
was
the rest
thinking
of
you
us
want
can
the
get
rope
by.
across the hole.
No, God, no! I'm not trying to like slacklining it. No,
That's why I'm like, what are you thinking? Like, how was that a
This is
good
Mission
idea?
Impossible.
no, we're trying to.
It's Mission Impossible.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so you'll give me one end. I'll hold it so that everybody else gets across. Then I can just fly across.
Yeah, we just kind of move along the northern edge of the sinkhole with the rope to assist them from not sliding into the pit in case the floor gives way.
It looks like the monster from Star Wars. Just saying. Anyway.
The Sarlacc?
Yes.
You know,
Giant
you need a
ant lion.
beak and tongue coming out of
That
it.
was my first thought.
I know, right? Oh.
Alright, so Monroe, you're going over here with your rope.
Mm.
And I got the other end. And I'm gonna kind of like
Wrap it around that.
I'm gonna wrap it around me, and then I'm like
Standing on
around here
and
and
then
stand on this side, like use the corner as like leverage.
Sure.
I'll go because I'm tiny.
Sounds good.
We're like making this more complicated. She's
Do
like,
you take the skeleton with you?
how much does he
Sure.
How
weigh?
do we get him to hold
He's
on?
pretty light, I bet.
I could
don't
probably
know.
It's
like
only the
carry-
bones, not
Yeah.
the meat.
Yeah.
I could probably carry him as I fly across.
Okay, so you take the
End.
skeleton, we'll get everybody across.
Okay.
Hey!
Did they make it
You made
across
that a
safely?
thing.
You did make that a thing.
Did
I
I get
like it.
there?
It's fine. You're fine.
Well, where does
Where is Bra at? Oh, there he is.
It's way back in there.
Oh yeah, apparently way.
Do
back
they
there.
make it
Where's my mouse? Okay.
across or they need to roll?
But it'll be fine. You guys, you planned so well.
All right, and then I'm gonna pick up casts
You're funny.
and fly, but not over the hole.
You flop way over there. I can't reach it.
And go plop. And I'll say that. as I land.
Chaos.
Plop.
Chaos.
troublemakers? All the trouble.
It's okay. I'm here.
And there's trolls.
Oh look, another stalagmite.
Not yet. No, here, you see.
Big sound.
Okay, so you see many passageways. One like kind of to your left, one a little bit to your right, another one to your right, another one to that you didn't come from, but you can kind of like, okay, that probably connects there.
Yeah.
You hear the sounds of trolls eating some chickens.
Oh, there's a troll in the dungeon.
To the
That
south.
well, like kind of like straight and down,
Yeah.
like from over here. You also hear the sounds of eating from over here.
I didn't see it clear.
Sorry. Am I too far away?
Oh,
That one? Okay. So you still hear the sounds of eating from over here, but you also hear a couple more eatings, but like this way, but not right there. Like it's farther down. And oh no. Hear the sounds of what? Hear the sounds of people preparing for battle, maybe. I don't know how you would know that, but
If I remember right, Monroe, you can
Whetstones and
create a bubble.
yeah, sure.
right?
Like some sharpening,
Yeah,
some
so-
chainmail going on. Yeah, great.
define bubble.
That
A sleepy
if we-
house.
Yeah, a little bubble that we could sleep in.
Most of my adventurous expeditions were within a certain distance of a community. So no, I have never had the need for that. I believe that was Miss Coraline's forte.
Was it Coraline Forte?
Yes.
You've had it
Yes.
for
Coraline
before.
has done something like that for us
Super
before.
offended because we have been traveling together for a while.
Yeah, but you didn't start
You just
using that
asked-
until Monroe showed up. Like,
She usually does it.
She's done it.
No, we did it for a while.
I remember using it in Strahd a lot. For some reason, I say we just back ourselves in a corner and like up here and make it look the color of the stone.
Yeah.
And
If the individuals preparing for their battle were to pass through here, that would probably be best for us not to be noticeable.
yeah, and we can get a rest in while still like maybe we'll be able to observe some throughout the night and see what goes on.
It
So,
could
like,
be that they're going to join their compatriots that are killing the fuck out of each other down there.
So in this room,
yeah, like
I
I was
didn't see
I was
her.
Up in
thinking
the
like
top corner or
right
something.
here, like move up here and
sure.
Create a
create the bubble and because you can make it look a color and it's opaque.
Yeah.
So
make it look like rock.
Might work.
yeah.
Might work.
Shaking your
Um,
head no as
Do it. Oh no, what's happening? Right, all of my things just restarted. It's fine. I'm here still. I must have refreshed the page when I put my book down. Okay, so you're putting a little bubble up here. Do a survival for your bubble. An Arcana survival. I don't know. I want to see how well you can match it to the wall. So we can call it Arcana. We can call it survival. We can call it deception. Whatever you're
Perception?
best at. Deception.
To be able to see the colors.
No, but you're deceiving them with your bubble. I don't know. Listen,
Well, she's
I'm
the
just
one
trying to make
casting
it-
What's it? This
give
is
you
no
a
deception's
check.
good. Deception's a good one. It's charisma based. So,
Perfect.
19
Okay, great.
What would have Arcana been?
Arcana.
If it was the same die, but just the Arcana
15.
bow.
15.
Okay,
A little bit of a difference.
just a little
I feel
bit.
like I'm on the road for this spot.
Maybe.
I'm gonna look over Ken. Yes, I will put my bow right here.
I'm sorry. I'm still a little hazed from that.
That's true. Okay. I know that you have people that
Time
can't
is
sleep or whatever. Is anybody keeping watch to keep track of things
So
or?
don't we need to do like 3 bubbles to like get back to being?
I'll call it out a day. It's okay. So yeah, you can have you could potentially have a long rest. But I'm wondering if anybody's keeping watch in case there's movement.
I can
or-
take watch while I perform the entire long rest. The sentry's rest allows me to stay in an inactive state, but I retain the ability to hear and see. I just have to like sit still.
Rachel, you're echoing Peyton. Are your headphones out?
Probably not using headphones at the moment.
No, she is. I see them in.
Maybe it's also through the speakers at the same time.
Right. I don't know. Peyton, talk.
Hello.
You're good.
Okay.
So your sentry saying lets you have your rest by staying awake
Yeah.
and keeping
I have
track
to like
of
sit
things.
still by maintain.
Okay. Let's do. Okay. What happens in the night? Do 3 perception checks for me.
I will spend a lot of this time trying to get through more of these books.
Okay. The flush book is still at Rachel's house.
Yes.
Okay.
I am
Is it staying there?
refusing to touch
Okay.
it still.
They might have Speak with Dead in it, but
19.
It's not a wizard spell.
oh, okay. 19. Okay.
Oh, that's right. That's quite
Unless you pick up Necromancer, probably. But that was surprising that
I know, that's what I would
Necromancer.
They don't care about speaking with them. They just care about using them.
You
Tell
could
them
be a
what to
friendly
do.
Necromancer. That
He has
cares
one.
about
He has one in different games, just not here. Here, he's a Southern gentleman. Do all three.
Oh, okay. So the first one was 19.
Yep.
The second one was 21. The third one was 23.
Okay. In your first watch, you notice those.
Scratching on it? Chewing it.
You notice 6 drow walk past, not noticing
Now you
you.
better snore.
I don't.
Um,
You are on watch. I'm not sleeping like the whole time because like I can't
Yeah.
sleep for 24 hours. But
Sure.
what's your passive perception?
Passive is 10. No, 8.
10 plus perception.
So
8 plus
10.
Which one's that? Oh, that's a proficiency thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Just so you know, we can hear you, Rachel.
I know, I don't know who's humming.
humming.
Oh, it's Rachel humming.
If you mute it while the
Wait, I don't mind a bard humming in the middle of the night.
That's
but
fair. I was just trying to get through with the thing.
Sorry.
You're
I
right.
chewed everything, so I gave you the wrong number.
Oh.
It was
Yeah,
19,
mine didn't have
25, and
the where it
26.
comes-
Okay.
But I don't think that matters.
No.
Or 20. Well, sorry, 17.
What was your passive?
17.
So your passive perception is 17? Yeah, while sleeping, Monroe does not appear to be breathing.
Oh yeah, I think I had already seen something.
Yeah. Okay, during your first watch, you see 6 drow walk past. With 4 friends.
Wait, they have drow with friends.
Yeah, and they're headed south.
What type of friends?
Do a nature check.
Nature. That would be a dirty 20.
Let me see if I can. Great. A floating torso of a demon.
What? A floating torso of a demon.
Here, let me show you a picture.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
not just the torso.
No, no,
Yeah,
but
I'm
not the bottom.
I'm literally thinking
A
like.
legless floating demon.
Sorry.
Okay.
Legless floating demon.
I'm literally thinking like the
Just-
torso and like wings and like
I
no
just
head, no
wasn't sure
arms.
if you could
no-
see them or not, so I wanted to check. And you see 4 of those.
4 of those.
Mhm.
What do I know about demons to know what that type that is?
Where in your past would you have learned things about demons?
Mainly it probably would have been, I've done a lot of traveling, so mainly probably been like any sort of like folklore I would have heard. I don't think I
Sure.
would have been to like hell or
Okay.
anything like that, but I traveled mainly from
Sure. Let's do a disadvantage nature check.
disadvantage nature check. These dice have been on fire and they're not tonight. 9.
Okay. Yeah, you're not sure. You can tell it's a demon because of the horns and the wings, but not what type they are.
Okay.
During the second part of your watch, so they go south. During the second part of your watch, 3 trolls chase a chicken.
Oh, literal chicken.
Yeah. Sorry, 3 trolls chase 3 chickens. Yeah, like kind of through the tavern a little bit, or cavern a little bit around some of the stone, and then down south.
Do they all have a mutation on them?
Yes. And
The same mutation?
no, and there was a flash from the room that they came from, which is where you started.
Summoning chickens to try and lure them into the places to turn them into to column statues.
Oh yeah.
That's neat.
Interesting.
That's funny.
During your third and final third of the watch, during your final third of the watch, nothing happens. You successfully complete a long rest in Undermountain. Woohoo!
Wow, that eraser was poo poo caca.
I know that pencil's not good. There's a good eraser that's. Yeah.
Like, I think it's like added.
It's like Samuel's super nice eraser. We'll make it up to you.
What?
Instead of erased.
I might need to print out a specialized character sheet.
Rachel, you're echoing again. I don't know what's happening.
I wonder if it goes to my computer.
I don't know.
I can fix so much stuff.
Because it shouldn't, because you have headphones in, so it should just be.
So try seeing if you can hear us while you've got the headphones plugged in but not in.
Not in your ear.
Like, take them out of your ears.
Yeah.
But now we have to say something.
La 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 la.
Yeah.
No?
I just the
We
la,
heard
la,
ourselves,
la.
I know. But Rachel shook her head that she didn't
Thought I
see
did that.
or didn't hear us. That's weird.
You figured the mic was just picking up way too much.
Maybe.
Could be.
You know what?
Getting an echo from all of us? I don't hear me now.
Well, you are not as loud most of the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
You're also the furthest. Well, one of the. Yeah.
Yeah.
Peyton is right on the mic.
I don't know why we did that.
Why we did what?
Maybe
That's
so
where
close to the
Peyton
mic.
decided to sit.
That's right.
I think I was also sat before
Bend
the
their
mic was
seats.
set up the first night.
That's true.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like this. Turn it towards Bill.
No.
There you go.
Now they have to hear you.
Now Sam's like,
Haha!
It's not echoing for you.
Discord's funny because sometimes they'll have like excellent noise cancellation, but then like more randomly like
Really
Right.
comes and goes, doesn't it?
I like been in and had like my kids like playing like games loud in my room and like with certain headsets and it'll be like nobody can hear then.
Interesting.
And then other times it's like it sounds like you're in a circus.
The circus. Those were the days.
That's where Lilith is, the circus.
The dark. what is it? The Shadowfell circus?
That's where she ended up.
That's true.
Yeah, when she got sent to the Shadowfell, she ended up at the circus. Because that's a part of the Shadowfell exists within the deepest, darkest parts of not the Shadowfell, Ravenloft. Whatever. What's Ravenloft called? I get the other name for it. Not Shadowfell, but
The Demiplane of Dread.
yes,
Yes.
the Demiplane of Dread is in the deepest, darkest places of the Shadowfell. So.
Okay. Rachel,
Yeah.
I identified those two potions.
Ooh, can I?
You don't know this yet because it hasn't you haven't checked. But once
Cast
somebody
identify as a
does
ritual.
check, yeah.
Over the course of this 24-hour.
Please, so we don't do this again. One of them is a potion of gaseous form,
Oh,
and the other is a potion of heroism.
for some reason I feel like we knew that because it was both.
No, I just made that shit up.
Oh, maybe
Roll
we've come
for it.
across the gaseous
I
form
rolled
before,
for it.
'cause I thought I know heroism.
I think maybe.
But
It was going to be a potion of climate and a potion of animal friendship, but y'all don't need those, so I rerolled.
Oh, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I wanted to climb.
Cool.
No.
We have like 2 flyers and a climber on the ceilinger and a skeleton. So there you go.
Very true.
All right, you identified them.
plus a pet that can climb and a pet that can fly.
Right. Yeah, you don't need a potion of climbing. Sorry, bro.
And one that slithers.
Okay.
And
The day is yours. You're feeling better. What are we doing?
I'm personally interested in the
Asking
trolls,
what
but I know the
happened
party
overnight?
isn't.
Yep. That's
Yeah,
what happened.
so last night I saw 3 trolls. They all had the mutations, but their mutations were different from each other, and they were chasing chickens.
Chicken chaser.
There's chickens down here.
Apparently. But
I imagine that all of us were awake and active for like a majority of that, but you
At
were
least
just
the part
paying more
portion.
attention.
Yeah.
But
and then how many drow? Again? 6.
6.
6 drow, 4 demons.
Yes.
Having grown up and lived with the drow for so long,
Mm-hmm.
can I do something?
Sure.
Try to see if I know what that was about?
Sure. Why don't you actually do 2 things for me? Do a investigation check and a history check.
Investigation is a 19.
Okay.
And history is an 11.
Okay. So what? Or was that me? Okay. I heard myself, but I thought it was
You
Rachel.
said 11 for your history?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that
No, you remember much better, brah. Take +5 for that.
flash of genius?
16.
Okay, great. So, as you're musing out loud, quietly, that you have been seeing these symbols for the drow.
Yes, the house
Yep.
symbols.
Yes. You remember seeing this one that kind of looks like, I picture like a dinosaur with a beach ball.
Yeah, we've.
Yeah, you've
Seen
seen a
that
lot
one.
of that.
Alright.
You have not seen a lot of this kind of F-ish thing. That's
That thing
new
under
to
your
you.
fingers there?
Yep.
Alright.
But you, let's say you were awake during the part that the drow left. You noticed that symbol on those drow. So you're used to seeing the Dragon Ball, but not this new one.
So
You,
I definitely recognize that it's 2 different houses I've
Yes.
seen now.
and I'll say that you remember, with help, that Arendar was the one you've seen a lot of because you've come across quite a few drow as you've gone. I don't know that you've necessarily heard that name, but you, let's say that over time it's kind of like sunk in,
Alright.
especially with that help, that flash of genius that happened. But you're not sure who this other group is. You have not heard of them.
Alright. And I've not seen drow working with demons before, maybe?
No.
Alright. Definitely out of the ordinary for me. I don't recall ever seeing drow work with demons like that. But I didn't see everything
That's right.
growing up.
I'll be honest, as much as I don't want to pick a side, I don't like the idea of a drow that side with demons winning that battle over
The other
the
house.
non-demons. Yeah.
I'm happy to let them kill each other.
They seem to be doing a good job with all those corpses in the last room.
Did it, when we were in that room, did we see one side that was doing better?
Do a history check.
19.
It seemed like the ones that have the symbol you don't recognize might have had the upper hand. Or at least less dead.
The side that's not with the demons. Right, because he recognized the demon.
No, he didn't recognize the demon
Oh.
symbol.
I mean, I would like for them to kill themselves, but I do feel like there'd be a winning side.
I feel that maybe let them go until they're licking their wounds, and that'd be the best time if we felt like attacking them. When they're at their weakest.
If we were gonna attack at all, yeah, that's
Personally, I don't think getting in the middle of their pitched fight is going to be worth anything. I don't know though.
If there was a time for me to have been involved, it would have been after that group had gone down, and then I would have walked down and froze as many of them to death as I possibly could, and then skittered my way back up here and disappeared into nothingness. But I was a little busy attempting to transcribe as many of these arcane writings as possible.
Well, and Drow can be kind of hardy when it comes to casting spells at them, so
Do we still hear
gotta be
noises
careful with
in
that
this
too.
To the stage
Oh yeah, the staged fighting.
area that was over here?
Oh, you.
Or now that Drow have left, is that no sound?
Let me just check the nearby things. You still hear some noises, but not quite as loud.
So we have some Drow here and
Drow
trolls
to
here.
the left of us, Drow to the right. Here I am, stuck
And
in this love
Drow
with
and
you.
troll and Drow battles here. So I think our best bet is this way.
Maybe.
Fight something, but still be less. Otherwise, we're going after.
I can peek around that corner.
Well, you are healthier now, so okay. Peek. As
We
you
might have
do, you
seen
peek around the
some on
corner.
our way over to that corner. Yeah, I'll stealthily peek around the corner.
Basically invisible.
Yeah, I don't even. I need to stop making you roll for stealth. You see. Yeah, it's not me. A staging area. It's a 20-foot high cavern. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. That's empty, and then you see another tunnel leading south.
Alright. I will tell them, like, what kind of stuff is left behind in the staging area?
Not a whole lot. They took most of it with them. You just kind of see, like, maybe their, like, the clothes they would normally wear without armor is, like, aside, and then you imagine they donned armor in here. Their purses, I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm picturing, like, a high school locker room.
Yeah.
Equal stink.
I was just gonna make.
Well, I'll tell the group it looks like this is where they, like we thought, prepared for the fight and then moved on over to that pitched battle. It's been a whole, basically a day though, right?
8 hours.
Yeah, 8 hours.
Oh, just 8 hours? Alright.
Yeah. I waived the wait forever to sleep thing.
Okay.
You're in the dark, you know that anyways.
Yeah, true.
Well, do you want to lead the way and we'll follow?
Sure. I'm just curious, I guess someone keep an eye out behind too, because I mean, do you think the fight's still going on 8 hours later? Are they gonna come back any minute?
Well, if the fight is no longer continuing, there is the chance that they are picking over the remains of whoever lost. And if it is still going on, then now might be the time to intervene.
So going this way would just be heading towards wherever they started out. Came from, yes. And that might not be beneficial. Choices. Want to go fight or
Okay. You
dig deeper?
right. You see. I just saw them out. Sorry. This cave is full of rotting corpses. Ooh, that smell I mentioned is worse now. Not kidding. There seems to be a mixture of troglodytes, drow, and giant spiders. You also
Oh.
You
Fight
also
has
see
moved on.
some of the like flesh kind of float up in the air and then disappear.
I would like to cast See Invisibility, please.
Okay, you see a troll. A troll in the middle of the cavern feasting on the corpses.
There is an invisible troll
Troll in the dungeon.
consuming the remains of these
As
combatants.
one does.
It picks up a spider leg and
Well,
Does it appear to notice us?
its back is to you.
Ah.
It's feasting on a veritable smorgasbord of
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're at a kind of an impasse of we're gonna have to pick a fight because we know there are 3 trolls down here, and we know there's fighting this way. So
Either we fight the one invisible one, or
very fire.
I do not have that
I
capacity.
do,
Coraline can see it, and I can cast Fairy Fire.
and I can cast. She can cast
we
very
can hope
fire. I
it
can
becomes
cast.
visible once it attacks.
I mean, we could try. Maybe for all we know, it could be friendly.
I have yet to meet a friendly
It is
troll.
certainly full, at least.
I'm not necessarily arguing the fact that it's very rare to find them. Actually, no, we found them. No, we didn't. We haven't encountered trolls
But I
yet.
wonder what language it would understand.
Actually, since it's 8 o'clock and I blew past our break time, let's pause on this.
Alright.
Let's come back to this
I
and
think
talk
we're just
more
attacking
in a little
trolls.
bit.
It is most likely going to attack us.
Go.
Mackenzie would like to try to interact with it, but if Hardy would like to go for a surprise, she'll accept that.
Currently, Monroe and Coraline can see it.
Hey.
The rest of us just see pieces of things getting picked up and some of
Occasionally
it
tossed.
disappearing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Things getting thrown around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe you that there is an invisible troll.
I can also just cast a spell magic on it to make it visible.
Maybe.
That may be a solution to our
Actually,
problem.
It may be part of its mutation.
No, is the spell magic an area or is it a target? I can't remember.
You can choose an effect or a creature being affected.
But if I can't see the creature, I can't.
Don't believe so.
Yeah, it's over there, about 20 feet. But I'm a bad judge of distance, so good luck.
So beautiful.
Yes, lovely.
Will you be on the lookout for others?
Other invisible trolls, my love.
What?
Other invisible trolls?
Yes.
Sure. Yes, of course.
I mean, I'll go attempt to talk to an invisible one, but somebody wants to spell magic on it ahead of
That'd
time.
be good.
So I got all the way to here.
I can't see it.
And these will have to wait until our another rest.
Choose one creature, object, or magical effect in range. Not that I could see, so if I know the magical effect is there, would that be...
Sufficient?
It's a good thought.
Okay, here's the thing. I'll say sure, but I'll give you a disadvantage on the dispel magic spell check that you have to do.
Okay. If it's third or lower, it automatically
Correct.
fails.
I know.
I want to. I'll wait here a second. I know Sam's over there. Are we okay with me attempting to?
I was wrong. 71.
Oh, great.
That was almost. I said 72.
That's really
Are
good.
we okay with me attempting to communicate with
You
him?
can do whatever you like, whether I cannot prevent you. To me, I could prevent you, but whether or not that we would be on good speaking terms afterwards is an entirely different scenario.
Also, could you guarantee you prevented me, or would we attempt to prevent me?
It'd be very likely that I would prevent you.
Okay,
We can put it to the test later if you'd like.
I want to move like right here.
Okay.
Back is turned, and
Great.
then I will cast Dispel magic.
Okay.
What do I gotta roll here? The spell DC equals 10 plus the spell. What do I roll? I have like my spell, right? My intelligence spellcasting modifier. Yeah, something like plus 9. So, 18.
The troll becomes visible.
In Undercommon.
Great.
I moved to the ceiling.
Just like.
Can I be taking the like dodge action as I speak? So
Sure.
if it tries to hit me, I'm like prepared for it.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Troll. I'm totally like
Okay.
I have my shield out.
Yeah.
No, I don't use a
So
shield.
you're
I forgot. I'm not
no,
using.
you're
I
not
have,
doing it anymore.
I'm wearing a non-offensive
Okay.
like kind of like careful.
Okay, great.
Is Undercommon just Pig Latin?
I can't even do big
I don't
math, so-
remember Pig Latin anymore. I used to be able to like kind of do it slowly, but hello. I don't mean any harm.
Okay.
I don't know if you understand what they're common.
I need you to do. Okay. A performance check.
A performance check. Okay, this is gonna be fun.
Or deception if you actually do mean him harm.
No, I totally mean him.
Okay.
They'd be persuasion.
I
since
personally don't mean
anyone.
him harm.
I'm trying to persuade him. I don't
Well,
mean him any
no.
harm.
It would have
Yeah.
to be
Performance?
performance.
Can you done, please?
Probably.
Flash of genius. That kind of like right in the like could or couldn't. 19.
Okay.
Not bad.
Okay. So, this troll, eating goes, you can see himself again, and then looks around, and sees you like, doesn't understand a word you're saying. But, you're open, you stop him from being invisible, not attacking you.
Okay. I don't think he understands me. Does anybody know any other languages?
If I recall correctly, a troll may speak some sort of giant.
Does anybody speak giant?
Speak Undercommon and orc.
Orc?
Let me check and see if I know if the script of something is connected.
I'll also tell you that Dio does not know giant.
Draconic, Elvish, and Sylvan.
That's real good.
Whereas Copper speak languages.
You
Yeah, it's lovely.
DM.
Yes.
Could I make a history check to remember what the script of giant would be in?
Sure.
Okay.
Guessing like dwarves.
I don't recall.
Good, me neither.
Can I?
It is dwarvish though.
Okay, great.
Okay, can I check? I don't know.
I mean, sure.
Or what did you roll? Because I could know.
10.
Flash of genius.
15.
You remember that the script is probably
No,
close
I don't-
to Dwarvish.
Okay. Question is, could a troll
Read? Are they illiterate?
is illiterate? Okay, it's not hostile. I'm gonna very like slowly like reach down for like some like paper and a pen or a quill and like write.
So keep eating.
Okay. We mean you no harm. I'm trying to think of like how I could signal that it understands this and like give me a
Not if you understand.
nod if you understand. Okay, now I'm gonna like kind of hold out the paper and like slowly walk.
Okay. He kind of gets closer and tentatively reaches out and then eats it.
I'm gonna. It says he said that they. I'm gonna try to speak in Dwarvish, see if maybe,
Okay.
and say we mean you no harm.
Goes back to eating more food.
Okay.
The paper was not satisfactory.
Okay.
Bland.
Leave a message. What are you doing?
I'm trying to communicate. Do you know any way to speak giant? Or try some other languages?
Beautiful one, will you assist?
I think they're speaking to you, DM.
She speaks more like than I do, but
I don't.
none of them are.
Yeah, I don't think any of them are this one.
That's even if we're right. That
Yeah.
speaks giant.
I had to check. Comprehend languages is only on self, because otherwise it could be like.
You understand?
I mean, do you?
Do you
Have I seen you use comprehend languages?
No.
I feel like you've used it. Maybe it's you just contemplated using it a couple times.
Like, you know you have it, but not you.
Yeah.
I did mention possibly using it to read the stuff on the pillar.
Yes. Monroe, you talked about having ways to be able to understand more languages.
Oh,
that would give you the
sorry.
ability to
The troll turns back invisible again. I forgot to time it. You hear a grunt of confusion.
He might. Is he invisible again? I cannot tell.
Yes. I also don't
Lovely.
think we hear a grunt of confusion.
Yes.
So I don't think he likes being invisible.
I fail to see how that is a thing that we can solve if he turned back invisible. I mean, we could end his existence and then he would therefore not be invisible.
Okay, so he's not. It's not hostile. Yes?
Somewhere.
At the moment.
Well, to Mackenzie.
It has a stable food source and is not currently in danger, so I imagine that is the reason why it is not hostile.
It may not have noticed us yet. The rest of us.
Well, let's test this theory. I'm just gonna walk out here. Little tiny thing. Okay, so picture the Lego movie where their legs are just
You can have as many as you
straight
want, that's why
out
I'm
walking.
asking.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Do. I'm just gonna start walking. Do. I'm singing too. Do.
Are you trying to gain its attention to see if it attacks anything?
I wonder if casting it at a higher level would permanently dispel it.
I don't know how that works.
I don't know either.
I've not
That was
Okay.
more of like a
that
rhetorical
kind of
question.
Okay. Okay.
It may
Alright,
require
we're gonna
a
start-
remove curse.
So you do right past it. Are you just walking, or do you have your sword out?
Nope, no sword.
No,
I'm gonna
Coraline.
Oh.
Am I doing what now?
Do you have your sword out, or are you just whistling and nonchalantly?
Like you would rest your thumbs on your pockets, but I'm resting them on my swords, and just kind of do, walking through just passing by, no big deal.
Okay.
I'm also
Dude.
way up here because I walked up to it. I'm sitting next to
Oh.
True. Yeah.
because I had to. I had to
yeah.
get the paper.
Wait, hold on. I don't want Coraline to get too far.
It's fine. That's why I kind of stopped.
Okay. Ooh, actually,
That's supposed to
you
be deal through.
you smell acid. That's what you get from that far away, but at least you. Yep. Okay.
Doesn't sound promising.
So,
We're safe.
Because you feel like a tug at your arm.
Is it grabbing her?
You can, or no, Coraline can see what you look.
Coraline-
I have
what's
to
it-
see invisibility.
what's
You
it-
still have it open. Okay. Oh.
It's an hour.
What's it
Oh,
doing?
yeah.
I think it wants to turn back visible.
I. How long does fairy fire last for?
A minute? 10 minutes?
Oh, that might be bad.
Well, no, because it just make it visible, kind of, because it would like
Blood.
glow.
Line.
But I.
Fairy fire. Up to a minute.
Yeah.
About the same amount of time that it was visible before.
I don't want to necessarily use my 3rd level spell slot, so I only have it last a minute.
I may have access to remove curse, but I don't have it right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to check to see if you have access to that, because I might.
I've been flipping through these books while everybody was resting more comfortably than myself, and I have yet to come across the ability to comprehensively remove such a magical enchantment.
Does Coraline, do you have access to such a thing?
Sadly, no.
Do I have access to such a thing?
Maybe.
I know I don't. I don't dabble in that kind of magic.
I suppose I could learn it eventually, but I do not yet possess the talent.
Coraline, do you just stand there? Okay.
Okay, I don't have access to it.
Are you looking at the tunnel? Or
Yes, and I'd be kind of looking back over my shoulder.
Okay. Do a perception check.
Monroe, comprehend language, does that allow you to speak the language as well, or just understand?
No, it does not, Mackenzie.
I am not very perceptive.
Great.
15.
You see the troll in
There's
the
like
tunnel.
tongues, that's the spell you need, right? Or something like that?
That sounds more akin to what you would need.
I see what now?
Tongues.
Just the troll in the tunnel.
What kind of troll?
What was the spell like that?
The invisible troll. Just, that's all you see. You don't see anything else. Nothing new.
None of these tomes appear to contain the magics I would require to remove those. I would need to put an amount of effort into it that would culminate in my understanding it.
I'm gonna take the time
You know what would be
to
really funny? It's
identify.
in the flesh one.
I'm gonna take the
Okay.
time to identify.
Okay.
I will just cast it
Okay.
on it. I'm gonna reach out slowly. See if I can find out what's causing the invisibility.
Okay.
You touch the
This troll is permanently invisible because of the runes in that first room.
Because of the runes.
The runes, yep.
Let me choose this one.
The
one
runes
them?
in the other room are causing him to be invisible.
Pause. Coraline, what?
What's the one down this tunnel doing?
No. It's just, sorry. All you see is the troll that you already know exists and the tunnel that you're looking down with the bubbling acid.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
You don't see the other thing.
And it wants
There's
to be-
nothing down there that you see.
Nothing to see here.
Oh, great.
It wants to be free, and what's causing it to be invisible is the ruins.
I do not believe that we have the capacity to remove either the curse that is upon this creature, nor the runes in the other room.
Are you still singing?
Yep.
Okay.
Catchy now.
Just checking.
And now I want to go back and identify those ruins and know, like, what magic exactly is causing them to be create a creature to go permanently invisible. Transmutation.
I have an idea. What is the floor made out of here?
Well, first let me tell Coraline what the floor ahead of her is made out of, which is a pool of bubbling acid. And you smell it very strongly. The floor here is a general floor of stone, I guess.
Dirt and stone.
Dirt and stone they use. Nothing specific. So we'll call it that.
I'm going to come down from the ceiling.
Great.
I'm going to start moving towards it.
Okay.
Well, like, hello.
In common.
Yep, I'm just
Okay.
like making sure it knows I'm here.
Okay.
I'm going
It
to
knows
find a
you're there.
dirt patch.
Okay.
Because it was like stone dirt.
Yeah,
in here,
stone
no?
and dirt. Yeah.
I'm going to take out my water skin and I'm going to spray some
Okay.
in the dirt.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to scoop up some.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk over to it and have it like,
I'll reach into like.
I'm going to take it and I'm going to show it how, like
Yeah.
mud.
Eh.
I'm going to try and reach out and smear some mud on it.
It understands.
I try to get as much of it with what little water I have available.
I have rations and water, and I don't directly need water, so I will happily help create some mud and like
Smear it on
this
Mud
troll.
bath for everyone.
At least enough that like he can like see where his arms are, like and legs are, like maybe not got 100% coverage on every spot, but like and if I have enough mud,
Enough at least to make him feel like he's.
visible.
Okay, great. You have a muddy troll.
Well, how it was,
And then I'll pull out a little bit of my ration, my food, and just a tiny bit in, and hold it out.
What kind of rations do you give him?
I don't know.
Like,
my
like
pack
jerky
just,
or like.
Dried meat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume it's some dry,
Dry berries.
My traveler's pack has rations in
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
but
okay.
I don't eat it, so
Okay, so if you have something that's meaty enough, he'll.
yeah. And then
I'm gonna wave and start walking past him.
Okay. Wait. So you were up to him when you walked past. Are you going toward like where Coraline is?
Yeah.
Yep.
Coraline, do a perception check.
Are you coming too,
Wow.
bro?
Great.
I guess so. Yeah, I'll start
You see
moving
me
that
coming.
way with Dio and the skeleton, I guess.
Yeah, they're with you.
See, we didn't need to kill it.
I can't. Well, I can see a muddy thing over there.
I just
now.
assumed that was your preference at this point.
Because I wanted to send a threatening letter to people who attacked us.
And you have killed every other thing that we have encountered thus far that you were capable of killing. Not including the statue that you attempted to punch.
in the dark.
Well, they started killing things after they started attacking us. So it was killing in self-defense.
But you also recommended ambushing things, which is not self-defense. That is, in fact, attempting
After-
to
So you're
murder.
saying that
Remember-
this is growth.
After members of their party already attacked us.
How do you know that they're related?
Touche.
Okay.
My powers of deduction.
I thought you
When
said
do we start?
seduction.
I was built for it.
Listen, I'm not a bard.
I know.
When do we start
No
smelling
offense,
the
Rita.
acid?
Oh, you
too?
smell the acid too.
When we get over by that hallway.
Yeah.
Are
We
those the
see
non-stale
Coraline
Swedish
coming
fish?
back,
No, these are
or-
the non-stale gummy worms. Not sponsored.
Coraline coming out of that hallway as we're coming towards
Yeah,
it?
she seemed to walk back in again. But she also is not here right now. So
Oh, I thought I heard her again.
yeah,
Must
she
have
said
been
I'll be
us.
right back.
Ah.
I'll be back.
So yeah, you can smell the acid.
Is there anything in particular in the north end of that room that I can see when I get closer to this hallway? Beyond just a smattering of dead bodies.
In here?
Yeah, anything out of the ordinary
Your
up
perception
that
check.
way. Just kind of looking while we're walking. 19 minimum.
When we have a pet skeleton, we should have tried to get a pet troll. It falls around.
Oh, that doesn't really like.
We had a pet Zorn for a little bit.
You said 19 minimum. Is it
What
19?
was the Zorn again?
Like
Yeah,
Thing that-
19.
The,
Alright.
the treasure
You don't
eating
see
thing.
Oh, yeah.
But I do see a bunch of bodies up there too.
Yeah.
Though. All right.
Same.
I mean, an invisible troll could come in handy.
If we could communicate with
I
it.
guess I know.
That is not currently possible.
Well, with the abundance of food near, he's not likely to follow us. Though
I think we befriended him enough that even if
he just didn't attack
he
us.
came, we seemed to make him happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
We shall name him Bigfoot. No, Littlefoot. He's Littlefoot. That's his name.
His feet were neither particularly large or particularly small for a troll.
It's gonna give you a seriously annoyed glare.
I don't understand. What do those configurations of the plates on your face mean?
Welcome back.
I know.
Default setting.
They are a facsimile of an emotion, I understand, but I do not comprehend what that currently means.
We shall name him Littlefoot. I
see
get that his feet are normal size for a troll, Monroe.
But they are in fact larger than yours, so why did you change your mind from Bigfoot to Littlefoot?
Because it's funny.
Oh, you have a sense of humor. Oof. This is new to me.
We've only been with us for like 3 days.
I worked under the assumption that you were a soulless automaton. With only functions up to and limited by what your creator could encompass. But it appears I have been incorrect.
To be fair, I don't know if I have a soul. Good, I could not. Who knows? Have you ever met another of my kind? Maybe we'll find
I
out.
don't know what's happening. I know.
I hear a bard.
I hear a bird down this hallway.
Can I, while we're in this, I have like stuff to craft like my spells and stuff out of. Can I take the time to like craft a band and like a wristband to like put on this troll? So like we can.
Are you just hanging out for a little bit?
I think that Coraline's wandering down the hall towards the pit of acid.
It's a pit of acid, so I don't
Pool
know
of
if she's
acid.
getting that far. How long does it take to craft something?
I don't
even
know.
Okay.
Wire.
I
2
think
minutes.
I think there's like a depending on how let's just do a dexterity check.
Dexterity.
I don't know.
Oh!
Dexterity.
Would you look at that?
What did you learn?
There is in fact remove curse.
Oh,
Hopefully that would be strong enough. Just so that like if the mud wears off, maybe we can like see him later. Like we'll see the wristband.
sure.
You want dexterity?
And a
Yeah.
bell.
Just to see how beautiful it is.
Oh, okay.
It's just because it's like a fine thing. I'm a DM that makes shit up, so.
yeah. 11.
I'll hand you I'll see what you're doing and I'll hand you something.
Oh,
It's to add to it.
Yeah.
assume that was help.
No, not helping.
Oh.
Handing you something to add to it.
I
It's
don't know.
a bell.
Is him
Oh,
adding?
he's got a bell.
Is him adding like something for me to add? Consider
Sure.
help.
Sure.
Okay, so that would bring it up to 14.
Hey.
Oh.
Okay, you have a not like fine arts, kind of bracelet, but like it's a bracelet that'll
I
stay.
got like the friendship bracelet you make at camp, basically.
No, we don't.
Yeah, but that takes a long time. So like a really fast braided version of that with a bell on it that you could put around the troll if it wants to.
I'm gonna
If you-
like I'm gonna like hold out hand and like try to like motion to like let me put this. Can I put this on you? I'm gonna like put it on and
Okay.
then
Twist.
seam it together. I don't. And then I'll pull out some more jerky and stick it. Yeah.
Jingles.
And then we see like a floating metal band around a
Oh, a
truck.
bunch of mud. Yeah.
General mud shape.
Yep.
But then if the mud washes off, like
Yeah, it takes a bath.
we
You still
yeah,
have the bracelet.
We still have a way to find him.
See him.
And those friends will
his
know.
enemies might see him too, but
Oops.
I figured the drow would probably have ways to see invisibility as well. And he's not necessarily hiding his noise, so it's not like they wouldn't have known he was there anyways.
Yeah, sure. Okay, Coraline, what are you doing in a pit of acid? What are you doing over there?
What are you doing in a piss of acid?
I don't even know.
Okay.
Melting.
Like this, the whole entire.
Wall to wall.
I was just kind of waiting for the replay. I didn't read it.
Okay.
So, alright, I will head back then.
Okay.
Probably coughing a bit, like.
Yeah, because it's really gross.
Can I have rowing Littlefoot on the band?
Sure.
Perfect. It's got a little collar. It's got a little tight collar.
You a dog. Alright. What are we
Find
doing?
body somewhere later and see the band on it, and it's gonna become your new mission.
What'd you say?
I said we're gonna find his body later with the bracelet, and you're gonna be like, "Who killed my troll?" It'll be your new mission.
Avenge him! Littlefoot! I will avenge you!
My grandfather's hammer. Yeah. I'm moving away. Gross.
Mhm.
What's wrong?
There's acid.
That sounds useful.
What? Chase something down there?
That, or collecting it for later, or, getting rid of evidence.
Oh my god.
Evidence.
Talk about me being the dark one.
What?
That's a great idea.
Is that not what you have done to your enemies that have had a degree of social standing?
I haven't really killed enemies that have a degree of social standing.
You wanted to kill these drow, they have a social standing.
So,
That-
that's social standing that matters.
So what you're saying is you believe that they're beneath you.
Oh, they are.
No, just most.
Some of them are physically beneath us, very likely, yes.
That's what you're going for.
I am actively not participating in this conversation.
Oh, why would that be the case?
No, I'm just like out of character. I'm absolutely not saying anything. I'm not even looking in any of your directions. Nope.
So we can't go that way?
I mean, unless you want
No.
to melt.
Oh.
No. No, it's nothing but acid. No.
What, was there another side to the room, or is it
No.
entirely...
Just acid.
Is that the case?
Just
I would like to
acid.
wander down there, because now I'm curious if there's in fact a giant pool of acid. I want to walk along the wall, see what I can see.
Do you hold your breath or something?
I don't need to breathe.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
I just don't.
I forget sometimes. Okay, are we going south or north? Or like to the right or the left?
I will move along the north wall.
I'll assist him going around the south wall. Because I can fly and I also don't need to breathe.
True story.
As we twiddle our thumbs, cautiously watching the muddied form of an invisible
Sounds
troll.
like Coraline needs to catch her breath anyways.
Okay, Monroe.
Yes.
As you peek around this corner, you see a cavern, rubble strewn, and you see a quiet gathering of drow, 9 drow.
I will stop moving.
Okay. I figured you kind of peeked and like.
Yeah. Like I'm doing the thing, like the Scooby-Doo thing, where like it's just my eyes,
Okay.
like just from the eyes down.
And what's really creepy is your character can physically do that. Like
Exactly.
Mackenzie, as you fly around the room, there's a tunnel. Do you go past the tunnel?
is there do I see anything down this tunnel?
More tunnel. That's probably about as far as you can see without going further down.
Is
A
this
couple times.
looking down this way? Is this a tunnel or is this a dead end?
I'm sorry, I can't see your Badoo. Oh. Okay, so you pass the tunnel. You...
Got some good ones.
I know, baby, hold on, I know. You're so cute, hold on.
What's up, Kitty?
Come here. Come here. You see into quite a big tavern with corpses of troglodytes and drow.
Okay, then.
Hi.
I'm gonna look over at Monroe. Is Monroe like turning to look at me at all?
Oh, you do see into that room. You see the drow,
Yeah.
because if you can you can see across the pool of acid.
And
I'm trying to see if I can hear if they're talking or anything, or if they're just gathered there.
Do a perception check.
Okay.
This late flying doesn't make any noise.
This acid is a little loud. That's a 7.
It is very quiet.
I'm going to cast invisibility.
Okay.
And I'm going to move until I can hear them without problems.
Can you define that a different way?
I want to be able to hear their voices above the acid. I don't know
Okay.
how close I need to do that. I will transfer to the ceiling.
Okay, so you walk on the ceiling into the room. You continue for quite a bit, and there's still no talking. You do hear maybe some water over there. You can hear the water over the acid, but you can't hear them.
Yeah, that I was about to ask. Does it appear that they're actually
Do
speaking?
a perception check.
12.
Their hands are moving, but you can't quite tell what they're doing.
Thieves can't.
No, they have their own sign language.
Do they? It's too bad that I don't have
Only
comprehend
one of those
languages active right now.
That's a bummer. You could just not be invisible.
that
I almost
seems worse.
if I was across the room and knew he was gonna cast invisibility, I would have specifically said, "Let me cast it on you."
I don't have it prepared. I would need to cast it as a ritual. So I'm gonna wander back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna end up near. I'm not trying to be stealthy, but I also stick to any surface that I walk on through shoes because magic.
Okay.
So I just end up near Bra and Coraline.
Oh, you go back over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as I see,
You don't see
Well, I'm invisible.
I know, but as soon as you would have popped invisible, I would have made my way.
Sure. Come here.
Actually, I don't know because.
I don't know
if
what
I
you
would
need
have
from
looked
me,
for you
but
to
all I have is
become
offer.
invisible and yell for backup, I probably wouldn't have moved, to be honest. So I'm standing here waiting to see what goes on with.
Okay.
Because the
I
thing
kinda
about it,
do
I would have
it
stayed
before I
there to be like, does he become visible?
Right, like, where'd he go?
So like
Does
at
he
least
help?
like
Yeah.
yeah, be like if he becomes invisible, I know he needs help.
On his way back, if he's coming back to us, he probably saw you sitting there watching.
Yes. Tink, tink, tink. Come on, let's go. And then I'll go back to the group and I'll be like, bruh,
Yes.
do you have an ability to understand what I assume to be a conversation amongst drow who are waving their hands about at each other?
I have seen them do it a lot, but I have never learned it. They don't really teach that to their slaves. I just know that they have it.
Right. Well, then I don't believe that we have an ability to learn what these are. There's a council of sorts over there. And they are meeting, and I don't think that we have a way to understand what they're saying then, so...
So if they're using that wherever, then they're worried about someone nearby hearing them, maybe.
Mayhaps they are concerned about the other house that they are engaged in combat with overhearing it, so they would have to have a spy within physical distance.
You made it past this pool of acid that Coraline's talking about?
I just walked along the wall.
Yeah, well, good point. I guess I've seen that.
I preferred the wall this time as opposed to the ceiling, because if the ceiling were to give way, I'd just drop right in. Whereas if it's the wall, I have another chance to, reassert my connection.
Yes.
Whereas Lilith in 2 levels when you need her.
I know.
Being able to understand all language.
And be understood.
Yeah, and be
Well,
understood.
that's the only problem, is you can't switch languages to hide what you're saying from somebody who only speaks a certain language.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Is it? Can you really?
Mm-hmm.
You're always understood by everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
Well, they're open. They don't
See,
hide anything.
Starting at 13th level, you learn to touch the key of other minds that you understand all spoken language. Moreover, any creature that can understand a language can understand what you say.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting.
Sounds like
But guess what? Luckily, Lilith has the ability to speak to people telepathically,
Yeah.
so she can still do it. It just takes more
True.
work.
And the message spell.
She doesn't have a message spell.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, Lilith.
I
Lilith
used it
is the
with you
ghost
all the time.
wise.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
cast speak telepathically with people.
All right.
Alright, yeah, I wonder, maybe the other houses, some of the other houses nearby them, or something. I don't know why they'd be trying to be so quiet way over there when all the fighting seems to have been happening over here. Plus, I don't know how they got past
There's probably
Ooh,
another
acid.
connection. Either that or they have something.
Well,
They have
seen
giants.
drow levitate
That-
too.
Oh, that I was assuming that they had giant spiders that could climb along the wall and then
They have
just
those and
go
the
where they
lizard
like.
mounts that climb the walls as well. Yes.
Let's find out next time.
Yes. That's a
Yeah.
good stopping point.
Yep. Well, we'll see you later.
Yeah, they've got spiders, lizards.